Hi everyone, my name is Liz Punshon and I'm one of the directors at People to People Recruitment in Melbourne. I'm delighted to be hosting today our Australian market update. Today's a really special session. Given the end of the year, we wanted to discuss how you can transform 2024 burnout into a springboard for 2025 success. And we're joined today by Wellbeing Face global business psychologist and founder Simi Rayat to discuss the importance of tackling year-end burnout while addressing it and preventing future setbacks, and how to channel exhaustion into productivity and to create career opportunities for 2025. Also on today's show, we'll be talking about dry promotions, which is an interesting concept. So asking your employees to do potentially too much without offering them any salary benefits. We'll also look at hot jobs across Australia, New Zealand and the UK, and also look at social media insights as well. But first of all, let's check out the stat of the week. Okay, so this week there was an article that was released on yahoo.com in relation to dry promotions and how it could be risky business for firms. So basically, looking at this article, the key takeaways are that Aussie workers and managers are being warned how to approach a workplace issue that could lead to potentially resentment, reduced motivation, or even staff quitting. So dry promotions involve giving employees new responsibilities and a higher workload without corresponding the increase in salaries. So essentially it means more work and recognition, but no additional pay. So in this recent report, it stated that over 13% of employers recently chose to offer dry promotions instead of salary increases. In 2018, this was at only 8%. So it has increased over the last few years. But why are employers moving towards dry promotions? So in this report, employers highlighted that offering dry promotions can offer strategic benefits. Many stated that it provides an opportunity to assess an employer's readiness for leadership or more senior roles before committing to a formal promotion. Additionally, it allows employees to develop new skills and gain confidence, enhancing their performance and preparing them for future positions. Employers also noted that this approach helps manage resources effectively by addressing immediate workload needs without straining the budget. So what are the dangers? So following this, within the people-to-people reports and polls, we looked at the fact that dry promotions increased workplace resentment by 30% and demotivation by 29%, staff turnover by 25% and reducing productivity by 15%. So what are your thoughts on dry promotions? If you have been offered a dry promotion before or recently, did you turn it down? We'd love to hear from you, so feel free to include your thoughts in the comment section. Great, let's check out our hot jobs in Australia for this week. So Melbourne themed for today, which is great. So my colleague Nicole is recruiting a personal assistant position in Melbourne CBD. It's paying up to $45 an hour plus super. In this role, you would be required to assist with complex diary management, scheduling meetings and coordinating travel. Also build and maintain relationships with internal and external stakeholders, and we're looking for someone with experience supporting executive level with a can-do attitude and multitasking skills. So if you'd like to learn more about that position, please connect with Nicole on the details on your screen. And the second position is a permanent legal assistant role in Melbourne CBD. My colleague Crystal is recruiting that opportunity. So this role requires someone to manage diary and emails, prepare legal documents, and assist with billing. Also handle file management and liaise with clients efficiently. And experience as a legal assistant, specifically with billing experience and strong IT skills, and also attention to detail is the criteria for this role. So if you do have the relevant legal and billing experience, we'd love to hear from you. We do get lots of legal roles each and every week. So please connect with Crystal to discuss this one further. Now we'll look abroad. So we do have some opportunities to share with our overseas offices. We do have a role in London, which is a customer service manager opportunity, paying up to £40,000. There's also a family finance solicitor role in London, paying up to £50,000. And an operations assistant position in Auckland, paying up to $62,000. So yeah, if you are thinking of relocating or moving home to either the UK or New Zealand, we can connect you with those relevant offices as well. Alrighty, now for our special guest for today's market update, I'm delighted to welcome Simi Rayat, who is the founder of Wellbeing Face and author of Wellbeing Face. So welcome, Simi. It's great to have you on today's live.
Thank you, Liz. Really good to be here with you.
Yeah, I was saying to you off the call, this is such an important topic. So really excited to have this conversation. So the topic being overcoming end-of-year burnout to build your 2025 career. So in a recent poll, it was reported across Australia that an overwhelming 67.5% of workers are feeling more burnt out at work than they were at the beginning of the year. With such a high number of people feeling this way with end-of-year fatigue, why is it important for professionals to address burnout proactively rather than just trying to push through to the end of the year?
Yeah, that's a staggering number, isn't it? And it's concerning to know that so many people are feeling this way. I think you really raise a great point here, Liz, that, burnout is, we can't just push through. We need to take that proactive approach to burnout. These feelings of burnout, feeling overwhelmed, stressed, it can worsen if we just ignore them, because the fatigue can continue and get worse. Our motivation can diminish, and it can hamper our long-term productivity as well. Burnout isn't just about feeling tired and about being tired. It's really a deeper issue of disconnection from purpose, satisfaction, and well-being at work. So I think really addressing it is crucial, taking that proactive action, as you mentioned. That will help to avoid the domino effect where physical and mental exhaustion can cause that snowball, and it can really impact your engagement, your morale, ultimately your career growth.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you think ignoring burnout and just trying to push through could potentially harm your long-term productivity?
Absolutely. I think this is where that proactive approach is so important. It's really about recognizing the signs that you are experiencing burnout, whether that be emotional burnout, whether it be physical burnout, constant fatigue, headaches, muscle pain, sleep disturbances as well. Those emotional exhaustion signs are, that sense of feeling overwhelmed, stressed, mentally fatigued, having that brain fog as well. These are kind of common signs of burnout. Even, signs of irritability, frustration, feeling overloaded, and feeling, that you're not able to say no to others, or, to other commitments as well. So being aware of these signs is so important, because when you're aware of them, you can do something about it.
Yeah, agree, definitely. So what mindset shifts are necessary to view exhaustion as an opportunity for growth rather than setback?
Yeah, look, I think it can be viewed, and it's very helpful to view it as an opportunity to have a reset, to really kind of assess what is going on for you, how much you're doing. Is everything you're doing ultimately, necessary? Can there be things that you can, delay for the time being, or delegate to others, or even really ask yourself that question: is this something that's going to truly make a difference to my role, right here, right now, to the project, to whatever you've got going on for yourself as well? And when we start to ask those really critical questions of what is the purpose, does this really truly matter here and now, it gives us an opportunity to assess whether we need to do it right now, or whether we can actually set new, refreshed timelines. I think often by not taking that moment to reassess, we just keep going and keep doing things that potentially are not going to really move the needle and move the dial for us as quick as we would hope.
Yeah, for sure. So for the last 20 years, you've been helping leaders how to learn how to spark an internal joy within their teams, and have recently released a new book, Productivity Joy. And this looks at how you can shift from being scattered to intentional. So can you tell us about the 5Q formula and how to apply this method into channeling your end of year exhaustion into a productive step to your career growth moving towards next year?
Yeah, absolutely. So the 5Qs formula is the formula that I talk about in the book Productivity Joy. And essentially, it's a system that's designed to help busy professionals reframe their mindset, channel their focus, and bring intentionality to their work in just a few minutes each day. Essentially, the 5Qs formula is asking yourself 5 core questions at the start of your day. Each of those questions is backed by science and research. And what it essentially does is it helps you build that daily mindset to help you pivot from survival mode into a state of thriving. A lot of clients that use the 5Qs formula say that it really helps them move from feeling scattered to being a lot more intentional each day. And it can be really helpful because it's only 5 minutes of your time at the start of your day to go through each of those 5 questions. And when you're feeling pressure and there's heightened stress and exhaustion, applying 5 minutes in your day by going through that 5Qs formula can really help professionals reconnect with what matters. It can help them identify the small and impactful steps that they can take to rejuvenate rather than burn out. It also helps them, focus and start their day on connecting with their purpose, with joy, and being really intentional. And in that way, professionals can really turn the end of year fatigue into a powerful launch pad for growth, and for their own, energy as well as they approach 2025.
Great. Love the conversation today, Simi. Thank you so much for your time. How can someone get in contact with you and also get a copy of your book?
Yeah, the book is now available in all good bookstores. It's also available to purchase online via Amazon and my website at simirayat.com. I'm also very available on socials as well, LinkedIn, Instagram. So please feel free to get in touch. And I'd love to hear how the 5Qs formula is working and helping professionals, especially this time of the year. I think it's a really critical opportunity to help us get through in a really proactive way to manage well-being, productivity, and also magnify our joy each day as we get through the end of the year, but propel ourselves for a strong 2025 as well.
Thanks again, Simi, for your time. Really appreciate it. Now we'll just have a look at our polls for the week. Alrighty, so first question being, are you more burnt out and stressed at work now than you were at the beginning of the year? And the results, we had over 500 people submit their vote, and overwhelmingly the response was 67.5% saying yes. So I think everyone is counting down to a much needed end of year break, but hopefully some of Simi's advice was helpful to you and your teams today. And next week's question that we'd love your involvement in responding to, do you think that Aussie workers should make more of a fuss over their working conditions? So you'll have a week to respond, but let us know if you think yes or no. But that's it from us today. I really appreciate your time. So thank you for all of your questions and feedback. If you do need our support during this busy time of year, you can reach the team on the details below. But otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day and weekend.